Hey guys, welcome. I'm Parshvika. Welcome to the channel where we talk a lot about feminine energy, self-improvement topics. In today's video, I want to specifically talk about the leveling up trick, and I think this not many people talk about that. It's not just about leveling up, but it's also about going to the next level in your life. Obviously, it's same as the leveling up, but it's kind of like expansion of your soul, expansion of you as a human being on this planet Earth, and in general growing, evolving, and becoming a better version of yourself in whatever way, shape, or format. So let's talk about this one thing. Before that, give this video a big thumbs up. Consider subscribing for more such videos. You can very well grab the female self-care planner if you're interested in taking care of yourself as a female. The link is in description. It's a PDF download. You can very well grab it. Anyways, let's talk about this one important thing for actually leveling up. This one important thing is speaking to your truth, or speaking your truth, or living in your truth. And you might have heard about this topic. Now, I'm not telling you to go out and tell everybody who you are as a human being and tell all your truth and everything. No, I'm not telling you to do that, but I'm telling you to embody that truth within you, to accept that version of you that you want to be. Like a lot of the times, in fact, this happens with me as well. When I wanted to grow up and level up, it was really hard for me to grow up and level up because the version of me that's growing up, that's evolving, that's becoming, or that's already being that person is a new version, is a latest updated version. That's what I can say. But the old version is kind of like stopping me from adapting to the new version. So it was very hard for me to speak the truth to myself, be honest with myself, not with everybody. You don't need to go out and tell random person, oh, this is I am, this is talk about your honesty or truth. No, it's about being honest and speaking your truth first to yourself, and then maybe to the people who are in close relationship with you, your partner, your parents, your friends who are really, really close, who really care about you. But first, it all starts within you. You accept your truth, you accept your honesty, that this is what I want. And for becoming this I want, this version of me needs to be there. And I have to delete or leave the old version of me to be in this new version of me. Because it's really important to do that. If you're holding on to past, or you're holding on to past beliefs and past things, it will really going to hard to move on, to become the better version of yourself, to go to the next level or leveling up, whatever you call it. So for that, the speaking to your truth, or speaking your honesty, or being honest with yourself is the first and foremost important thing. And even if you are not honest with the other people, it doesn't really matter. First of all, you need to be honest with yourself. Other people is a reflection of you. You pushed out, they are a mirror reflection of you. So if you're honest with yourself, then everything will perfectly fall into place. You don't have to take any action or eventually do anything, just a mirror reflection of you. So if you trust yourself, you believe in yourself, and you are honest with yourself that this is a new version of me, and you totally move into that totally with the trust and faith, then eventually all the outer surroundings, that's the people, situations, surrounding, relationship, everything just conform to that version of you, because that's what the reality you pushed out, everything is a mirror reflection of you. Even if you don't want to believe in this concept, but it is true. Just like gravity, nobody needs to believe in the gravity, but nobody is exception to it, right? So the same law apply over here. These are kind of like a nature laws. If you pushed out law of attraction, specifically in the manifestation and the spiritual, you will see all these laws, but you don't have to believe in them. You don't need to know everything about them, but just see where it's coming from and where it's going, and nobody is exception to that, so you're included as well. So how are you going to be honest with yourself? It's a process, I would say. Sometimes it's a 1 second process, like you shift in 1 second. Sometimes it takes days, weeks, months, even years. Yes, I've seen people taking years. For me, most of the time it's very quick. I jump very fast. I take action very fast, and I jump so fast in the new version of me. But sometimes it's really hard because I have a lot of the past going around, and I'm holding on to that past because it's hard to trust to the new version of me. So that actually creates a trouble. So sometimes it takes me more days or weeks or maybe a month or two to get back to the new version of me. But eventually I have to choose it, because if you are not choosing that new version of you, if you're not honest with yourself, then you would be like in the half in the situation, like you're not completely in the new version, you're not completely in the old version, you're in between the two realities. You have your legs in two boats, and eventually you're going to fall down in the center, obviously. So you have to conform to one. And if you're conforming to the past, then I know If you're conforming to the past, you can't move forward with the new version that you really want, and then in the end up you would be regretting about it. And to move into the future, you have to have that much of the trust and a willpower to move towards, because if sometimes the past will going to hold on, the ego will going to come and tell you no, it's not good for you, because ego is like looking at the familiar situation, familiar people, and if you're doing something different, something extraordinary, something out of the familiar word or zone, then the ego will come and try to stop you, to push you back into the old version of you. And that's where the things gets tricky. Sometimes the things get tricky in not just in yourself, within yourself, but outside world as well. You had breakup with the people, like your partner break up with you, you lost your job, or something really extraordinary happened, because ego is trying to stop you from moving into the new direction that you wanted to go, because it's holding on to the past, because the past is a familiar zone for the ego. So that's the thing, gets tricky sometimes. So you really need to hold on to the new future and move with the faith in the direction, and first start being honest with yourself that okay, this is a new version of me, I'm gonna go towards this new version of me, I'm gonna become, or I'm being, whatever words you want to use it, depending on your comfort zone, wherever stage you are in. So you can say that this is a new version, I have to adapt if I want this thing in my life. And I have to leave the ego, I have to leave the past, because the past can go with me in this new situation, because this new version of me is totally different from the old version of me. So the old version of me has to die to move toward the new version of me. It's all vibrationally, mentally, emotionally. Sometimes it is physically, but not always physically, but more it's like mentally, emotionally, and vibrationally. You have to leave them. Now this happened with me from the past few weeks. I was like shifting into the new version of me, shifting into the new reality of me, and I was having like ego tricking me out. Like I was crying, feeling bad, feeling sad, feeling depressed, anxiety, and loss of faith, loss of hope. I was in all that stuff, in like a roller coaster ride of the emotions, because the ego was trying to hold on to the past, and it's like stopping me from moving in the further direction of where I want to become, speaking my truth and honesty first to myself, and then to the people who are in my close relationship with. So I had like those temper tantrums from few days, I can say, but eventually today I let it go for reals, and I was like, enough, okay, enough, I have to let it go if I want to be a new version of me. And this new version of me I wanted to do, because that's where I am going within my life, and that's where I want to focus on. And I took that path, and now I feel a great satisfaction, a relief. Like there was a lot of the pressure for me, now it's like all the pressure, all the burden is gone from the shoulder, and I feel so relief. And this new version is so fresh, it's so amazing. It's like going back to the home. That's what I can say. This new version of me is like going back to the home, being who I am, and accepting my version of me, accepting myself fully. So that's what I was get the idea for this video. I was like, okay, this is really happening with me. It's based on my own experience and situation. I can share with the people who are also going through this situation, kind of like a transition phase in their life, where they want to move to the new world, new reality, new version of themselves, to achieve their dream world, dream life, or goal, whatever it is. And they're holding on to the past, and it's actually stopping them from leveling up, stopping them from going to the next level and growing and evolving and becoming that next version of them, or the best version of themselves, and achieving their goals and dreams. So this thing is really game changer. When you tell yourself, okay, I accept me the way I am, I accept the new version of me, this is me, this is my new version of me, and it's related to my purpose, it's related to my goal and dream on this planet Earth. When you fully truly accept in your heart, that's where the magic happens, and you eventually level up, sometimes within seconds, and you feel that. Obviously the physical things will going to a little bit more time, take a little bit more time to conform to your vibration version, but eventually it will conform. It can't go either way around. Okay, so once you commit to that, once you speak your truth to yourself and you commit to that version, eventually everything just conform, and the world change in your favor, people, situation change in your favor, and you live the world, or you live your life on purpose and with the dreams, and feel fully happy and satisfied. So hopefully you find this video useful. Do let me know what you think in the comment section below. Your questions, your queries, as usual, are welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you the next time. Till then, take care. Bye guys.